फसल की देखभाल हो गई आसान। सिंजेंटा क्रॉप वाइज ग्रोअर ऐप लाया क्रॉप डॉक्टर, जिससे मिले बीमारियों और कीड़ों की तशखीस और उनका फौरी हल। अभी क्रॉप वाइज ग्रोअर ऐप डाउनलोड करके अपने मोबाइल नंबर से रजिस्टर करें और 5,000 रुपए जीतने का मौका पाएं।
हेड एंड शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस न आए। अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में।
Is it the captain?
It'd just be the normal plan that Australia has brought out for, I think, a few years. When you get into the innings, if you lose one wicket after probably 10, 11 overs, they'll start shifting someone else in. It's them to have, as many balls as you can to be faced, especially if you haven't lost a wicket in the first 10. But with a shortened format today, you want your big hitters out there who can clear the ropes.
It's interesting because Ingo can smack him.
Yeah, he's the finesse. This short boundary, he could be targeting with
He
that
can do
reverse.
both. Yeah, it's interesting that Stan Saunders out before Inglis.
Saunders is often happy to just push a couple of singles early, but he doesn't have the time for that tonight. Slow one, he immediately calls two. David was on his back, so won't be able to get back. He had to get his bat back in the crease.
Just going back to Glenn Maxwell as well. I know it's 7 overs, but you have to have a plan to a player like him. And you've got to be happy and prepared for him to clear fence if you're bowling short to one side. I know it's hard to sort of, defend one side or a short boundary, but you have to have a plan. Whether it's let's try and execute 6 Yorkers to this boundary here because he's trying to reverse, or try and get a hit to that big boundary out to the square leg. You have to have a plan. Just there, they're bowling both sides of the wicket. But a well-executed short ball got him out.
David 4 from 6.
Oh, that's big.
That is enormous from Tim David. We talked about the long levers. That's in the second tier at the Gabba. A first 6 for David.
That was a beautiful shot. Almost went into there used to be a pool there, wasn't there?
There was he?
That's a beautiful shot. He's just pitched just slightly short. It didn't feel like it was that short. No, it wasn't short at all. That was on top of this. That's an amazing shot to get it up there. You feel like that kind of was premeditated. He just decided, I'm going here with that big back left open face, and he's got it straight underneath it. That's what the big man can do.
I love Timmy David's setup. He always goes slightly outside, off stump, allows the bowler to see his nose stumps, go in at his pads. If he misses, he's out. But if you bowl that length there, Timmy David's going to dispatch you over the square leg boundary like he just did.
52nd T20 for Australia, 64th 6 for Big T David.
The man's so tall too, when he bats just outside off, he can reach the wide line too. He can reach everywhere. That's always a strength of tall people. They can actually get access to the ball, even if you bowl a wide one. Chris Galley used to do it all the time. The shorter guys, a bit like me and Davey, it can be a little bit harder. We have to go even further across if we want to cover that wide line.
Just joining us, 7 overs per side in this one. 2 over power play. Slower. Deceived him. A lot of work to be done in the outfield. They're racing towards each other. And the catch is taken. Farhan with Sada Irfan. Watch out, big fella. It's more.
Red is the new gold. Red is the new gold. Red is the new gold.
हेड एंड शोल्डर्स अब 100 रुपए की बचत के साथ जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस न आए। अब सिर्फ 800 रुपए में।
फसल की देखभाल हो गई आसान। सिंजेंटा क्रॉप वाइज ग्रोअर ऐप लाया क्रॉप डॉक्टर, जिससे मिले बीमारियों और कीड़ों की तशखीस और उनका फौरी हल। अभी क्रॉप वाइज ग्रोअर ऐप डाउनलोड करके अपने मोबाइल नंबर से रजिस्टर करें और 5,000 रुपए जीतने का मौका पाएं।
500 ml मुफ्त। 2 लीटर की ठंड मिले सिर्फ 200 में और 1.5 लीटर सिर्फ 150 में।
ऑन ग्रिड इन्वर्टर, हाइब्रिड इन्वर्टर, लिथियम बैटरी की वसी रेंज। इन्वरेक्स को बनाता है पाकिस्तान का नंबर 1 सोलर ब्रांड इन्वरेक्स। मेरा एतमाद, मेरी रिकमेंडेशन।
He does have a lap though. He does have one, so it'd be interesting if he brings it out. But
Full toss. And he's able to get a reward from that through some poor fielding in the outfield.
that's a bowler killer, that. first ball of the over too. Always hurts.
Calls two again. This time's into a little gap. Good running by Inglis at the other end. You're asking for 90, David. It'll be in that sort of territory, the Aussies.
A couple of hits away. Will give you great confidence if you can get above that. Given the outfield as well, the outfield's quite wet. They've used the rag quite a bit on this ball. I'm guessing that the ball's just skidding on nicely now. Maximise these last 4 balls, Marcus Stoinis.
Timed by Stoinis, but there's 2 men out. Into the gap. Oh, brilliant effort. Irfan got to it from 30 metres away, got 2 hands, and then when he hit the deck, it spilled out. Valiant effort, covered ground.
That looked like they was going for 6 there, Howie, but it just held up there in the sky. That's a great effort to cover that much ground.
You think it might have been Bubba's catch there? It might have been closer to it.
As we just see there's a great effort. Bubba could have created the other angle and come in,
Good effort.
but right in the middle of both them two there. And as we just saw there, how wet the outfield is.
Yeah.
Stoinis riding his luck.
He's an animated character, isn't he, Rizwan? I think they were getting 2 no matter what there. That's a tough stop. Captain wants him on the ring. It's 90-metre boundary. Covers just ran 35 metres to get there.
Yeah, man. He's an emotional man, Rizwan, at the best of times. I think he's probably... I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I think he's probably sure he was telling him to let the other guy just come in. What are you doing sliding there? Keepers always look funnier when they're blowing up because they always got the big gloves. It always just looks funnier. The big mitts on their hands.
Over pitch to Stoinis. Only going to be one result. On the roof and bouncing away.
One short of the 90. Marcus Stoinis, freebie there. Very rarely misses out on that. Such a strong man. He's done it many occasions for Australia, finishing the innings. And that's just a freebie. Short boundary, little punch. And he's put that away for 6.
Tempted Yorker gone wrong. I'm surprised he didn't keep going into the deck for the long boundaries.
That's what we spoke about. Short boundary. Do you go full?
Short, slow one. No third man. Little cameo from Stoinis to finish things off was fantastic. Boundary to finish it.
93 runs. I reckon that's a pretty good total there, Davey.
It's a very good total. And as we saw there, after the sort of 3 overs, the ball was just skidding on nicely. Harris Ralph Dick managed to get a little bit of purchase off the wicket. But Marcus Stoinis there gets a short, slow ball in his zone. He puts that over third man for 4.
500 ml मुफ्त 2 लीटर की ठंड मिले सिर्फ 200 में और 1.5 लीटर सिर्फ 150 में।
एक कप और टपल दानेदार तुम में एक और कप चाय।
क्राउन सोलर के पैनल लंबे अरसे तक चलें और बेहतरीन एफिशिएंसी दें।